What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I have a really easy recipe for you that I make once a week minimally. It is so easy. It's high protein, it's low carb, it's tastes delicious, it's kid friendly. And best of all, it takes me less than 20 to 25 minutes to have this on the table, feeding my kids so that we can be out the door by 5 o'clock. We have doubleheader softball games throughout the week, so we need to be at the softball fields by 5. So this is something that I can pump out real quick that my kids love and will hold them for 2 games. And, because it's a long night. So this is one of those recipes that I'm like, oh my God, I gotta share this one. It's so easy. I saw it on TikTok at least a year ago, and I've been making it, and I just haven't had a chance to share it with you guys. So it is so tasty and delicious, and I also have a few variations that might make it even more tasty or just switch it up. So with that said, it is the last day of school for my kids. I cannot believe a whole school year has come and gone. I'm not ready for my babies to be all grown up. And I just can't believe how much they've grown just since August. I was looking at their August picture versus today's picture. I'm like, they're not even the same kids. Specifically, my oldest daughter has grown like 4 inches this year. It's crazy. So, but it's also a holiday weekend. I want to wish all of the armed forces a happy Memorial Day and thank you for your service. So what do you say we get the video going? And real quick, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Thrive Market. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store that's on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everybody. One of the main reasons I've been a fan for all this time, at least 2-3 years now, is because you're gonna get guaranteed savings. We all know how much health food costs these days, especially if it has the word keto or sugar-free or any of that. But you're gonna get guaranteed savings on thousands of the best-selling natural and organic products below traditional retail prices. By ordering through Thrive Market, you're gonna easily make back your $60 membership, and if you don't, Thrive Market will credit you the difference. And who doesn't love cash back? Look for Thrive Cash at the bottom left-hand part of the screen, and for all of those products, you will earn Thrive Cash back on that product. You can get everything you need at Thrive Market. They have an amazing selection of organic groceries, snacks, supplements, eco-friendly cleaning supplies, non-toxic beauty items, personal care items, organic kid products, wine, meat, seafood, and frozen veggies, and more. Their website and app is super easy to navigate. You can sort by diet. So if you're keto or maybe you're gluten-free, vegan, you can sort by diet. You can sort by like the aisle of the grocery store, and you can sort by your favorite brands. There are 2 membership options that make this really easy. You can get a monthly membership, which is $12 a month, or you can get the yearly membership, and that is $59.95 or about $5 a month. And also free shipping at $49. Let's see what I have here. Okay, so this is my Thrive Market order. First things first, Catalina Crunch, I throw that in my yogurt, adds a little protein to it. My kids like it in their yogurt as well. My kids, speaking of kids, they eat their weight in seaweed snacks, and their seaweed snacks are significantly cheaper than my local store. So I grab those. Applesauce for the kids, and then this sugar-free sweet chili sauce is great to dip chicken and all sorts of things in. I use that a lot. When I make pizza, my chicken crust pizza, this is my absolute favorite pizza sauce that I use. It is just, oh my gosh, so freaking good. And being that it is a grocery store, you can get, not just food items. I have this toothpaste that I'm gonna give a try. We'll see. I've been on a hunt for a new one lately, so we'll give that one a try and see. Because my life is so freaking hectic. These taco and fajita mixes are super easy to just make tacos and fajitas and have dinner ready in 2 seconds. And they're gluten-free, so I like those. I make lots of curry dishes, so this is the curry paste that I keep on hand at all times, and I'll just mix that with some coconut milk, and yum, yum, yum. And for my favorite, and also for a price savings significantly, this Kaizen pasta is a game changer when it comes to low carb and high protein. It is super high protein, so you're getting 20 grams of protein per serving. I'm always left so full when I eat this. I'm gonna make a recipe next using this one, but my husband and I will eat this probably once or twice a week. And anytime I have a recipe that calls for rice, I will use the rice version, or if it's a pasta dish, I'll use the different types of pasta. And this has been significantly cheaper ordering through Thrive versus their website. So just keep that in mind. If you'd like to give Thrive Market a try, you can use my link down in the description box below, thrivemarket.com/keto rewind, and get 30% off your first order, plus a free gift worth up to $60. Thanks Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the rest of the show. Okay, so here's what you need to make this super easy dish. I'm using the Kaizen pasta, the whole box, olive oil, and cherry tomatoes, a half a block of cream cheese, and a block of feta cheese. If you don't want to use feta cheese, you can use Boursin cheese, but that's another variation. But in the meantime, I'm going to make the Kaizen pasta for my husband and I, and gluten-free pasta for my kids. So I'm just going to boil some water. So this is a 9 by 11 baking dish. I'm going to spray that with avocado oil just to make sure nothing sticks and everything comes off. And I'll take that half a block of cream cheese. I mean, half the time I've got something left over. It's a great way to use up that cream cheese. And if you don't like feta cheese, try this Boursin cheese is another variation. It is actually I prefer that one, but my husband prefers the feta, so it's his turn tonight and I'm gonna make the feta. Either way, kid-friendly and delicious. And then you're gonna use a little pint of cherry tomatoes, switch it up. There's tons of different vegetables you can use. I've also used this with some broccoli. But tonight, my kids love cherry tomatoes, so we're doing cherry tomatoes. And then all you're gonna take is some olive oil and just drizzle lightly over the tomatoes, I mean. And then all we're gonna do is season it up. If you have the Boursin cheese, it has seasoning, so you won't really need this next step. But if you're just starting from scratch like this with just a block of feta and a half block of cream cheese, then all you'll need is just a little garlic, salt and pepper, and season it to taste. So I used a spoon and just quickly coated all of those cherry tomatoes. It's such a fresh and tasty dish, and I'm just gonna roast it in the oven. So while that's cooking up, I have some garlic powder that I'm just gonna drizzle over. If you have whole cloves, it's even better that way. I'm on a time crunch, so just regular minced garlic was all I needed, and salt and pepper, and a little Italian seasoning. Do it all to taste, and I have my oven preheated at 400 degrees. And it will be done when the cherry tomatoes have burst and kind of turned into a little roasted. So pop that in there, let that cook for about 15 minutes or until those cherry tomatoes pop. Meanwhile, when your water is boiling, I always do this with pasta. I hit it with a little avocado oil and then I dump the whole box in. My kids will use regular gluten-free pasta. So once that is done and cooked, it's about 6 minutes or so, you're gonna take your cooked Kaizen pasta and you're gonna drain it into a colander. And this is gonna stop the cooking process because you don't want mushy pasta. So this is what I always do to avoid that. So I'll pour that in my strainer and then I hit it with cold water so it stops cooking right there. This way the pasta won't all fall apart and get mushy. There's nothing worse than mushy slop of pasta. So, and this is what makes it really resemble traditional pasta, and it also is so much better for you. So it's a win-win in all situations. So once that is drained, I'm gonna put that back in my pot while I'm waiting for my cheese mixture, my cheese and tomato mixture to finish roasting in the oven. So this is the finished product when all of the cherry tomatoes have burst like that and have a little bit of roasting on there. Oh my gosh, it smells so delicious. It's so tasty. So all you're gonna do is get a spoon and we're gonna mix this around so that the cheese is combined. And once the cheese is combined, then you're gonna mix the tomatoes in there. Don't be too rough because the tomatoes will fall apart unless you want it to be more of a sauce than, have a little burst of flavor in there. To each their own. I've done it both ways. One variation that I like to do with this is add a little bit of butter to finish it, or a little more olive oil at this point to thin out the cheese sauce. And then you can also just do a combination of a splash of little butter, a little bit of cream, just mess with it. I've done all the types because I have this so often and I have not come across anything yet that wasn't perfect. So being that my kids have their own pasta, I'm gonna take a third of this out of this mixture and I'm gonna put it in with their pasta. And then we're gonna mix that around and give that to them. And the remaining 2/3 is gonna go in with the Kaizen pasta. And this is made out of the lupin flour. And it is so tasty. It's the closest to the pasta that you can get. You're gonna get way better macros on this, and it's just as satisfying. So like I said, use this pasta in all of your normal pasta dishes, and you will not feel like you're missing out, I swear. So again, if this is too thick for you, you can thin it out with a little either pasta water or a little olive oil or some butter. Either way, I like it nice and cheesy like this, so that's how we're having it. But let's get the finished product. So here is the bowl. I do 2 servings of pasta for me if I don't add a protein. Sometimes I'll make this dish with chicken. So in that case, I only use 1 serving of the pasta. But my husband and I will split that box with each 2 servings. So I hope you enjoyed this video.